Hey everyone, it's Dwayne here. Welcome to another episode of Snapshots from the Summit. 5 minutes of amazing goodness that will enable you to unlock the money vault, flip the bird at the 9 to 5, and slash decades from building wealth. Now, all three of those things, unlocking the vault, slashing, flipping the bird, and slashing decades from building wealth, come down to your ability to make good decisions, right? Ability to make good decisions. Now, if you do a study of those people who are super successful across the board, regardless of whether you're talking about health, wealth, relationships, whichever one you want to talk about, they have the ability to make good decisions. And you will also find that people who have been super successful have the ability to make good decisions and make them quickly, right? Make good decisions and to make them quickly. Those that fail, those that end up on the scrap heap of life, are those that dither and procrastinate about making decisions across the board. Basically, they have one size fits all way of making decisions, right? Regardless of what are we going to have for dinner tonight, or where are we going to invest this $10 million fund. They have the same process, right? About making those two decisions. One is like, where we're going to have dinner. It's not a major. And yet the one about where you're going to invest $10 million based on things like risk and return on risk and long-term thinking, etc., there should be two different processes that go about making those two decisions. And funnily enough, there is a process that you can use to make those kinds of decisions, right? So you've got those two types of decisions. The first type of decision that you're making are basically decisions that are irreversible, right? Irreversible. So ones that once you make the decision, there's very little chance of going back on that decision. So that's your first type of decision. And then the second type of decision is the decision where you make the decision, it works out or it doesn't work out, you can easily go back, right? Jeff Bezos talks about this as things like type 1 decisions, or the first decision, the one where you make the decision, it's very hard to go back. It's like going through a one-way door, right? Once you go through the door, that's it, right? Where your second type of decisions, like where are we going to have dinner, etc., is like you can make the decision, it can work out or not work out, and you can easily go back through the door, right? So you go to this restaurant, food there is amazing, you can always go back, right? You go to this restaurant, the food is crap, you'll never go back, right? It's an easy decision to make that, right? But the first one is the one where it's an irreversible decision. And so you need to take a different approach to making those types of decisions based on the fact that it's a one-way door. You go through the door, there's no coming back from going through that door, right? So type 2 decisions are things like, okay, I'm going to start a side hustle. I'm going to start a side business, right? You start the side business. It's not your thing. You can easily go, that's all right. I'm going back, right? I'm going to go and try something else, right? Same thing with a job, right? That is kind of like a type 1 decision. You make the decision to tell your boss to jam it. You give them the middle finger, you flip them the bird, you walk out the door, and you say a few home truths as you leave your place of former employment. It is a type 1 decision. It's very hard to go back to that job when you've told the boss he's a doofus and that he'll never make anything of his life, and you can't wait to get out the door because he's such a loser. It's very hard to go back on that decision. That's a one-way door type of decision, right? So my question to you is this. How are you going about making decisions, right? How can you make type 2 decisions super fast? And how can you make type 1 decisions super fast, right? Because all successful people have the ability to make both those types of decisions, and they make them super fast, right? And it comes down to a criteria that you apply to your decision making, which is something that we take our clients through so that they can make decisions super fast. It's a simple criteria. If you want that criteria, simply reach out. Above or below this episode, you'll find 3 ways. Put a comment in the below this video with the word decision, and I will get that decision making framework out to you, right, to help you make better decisions. But you need to have some type of framework that allows you to make the best decisions, distinguishing between whether it's a one-way door decision or whether it's a two-way door decision. And then once you've distinguished that, what are the consequences, what are the risks, etc., on making the decision. Okay, so that's just a bit of a primer. Like I said, if you want that decision-making framework, comment below with the word decision, and I will get that out to you, right? Now, if you want to learn how to make decisions in regards to unlocking the money vault, flipping the bird at the 9 to 5, and slashing decades from building wealth, again, above or below this video, find 3 ways, pick one, let's have a chat and see whether what we have is compatible with where it is that you want to go, and if we can get you to where you need to go faster. If we can move forward from there. If we can't, we can't. Simple as that. Okay, that's it. Dwayne signing off for the team here at Conquer Your Everest. I'll speak to you again on the next episode of Snapshots from the Summit. Till then, bye for now.